Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to episode 15 of Rustic Waters. As you can see, I've cleaned out the main room in our base a little bit, at least like this half of the room, and now we can walk to our last expansion without having to jump over things. Wow, what a concept. Alright, so let's get on to things we want to do today. I want to check out this modular force field system and all the spawner stuff that this pack has to offer. I think the ultimate goal here is to make a wither spawner. Normally I do this using stuff like the industrial foregoing grinder or the RF tools shield system, but neither of those are available in the pack. So let's make do with what we've got, and that's modular force field systems and Ender.io. All right, so for starters, we have to get a broken spawner and make an Ender.io powered spawner. Good news is we have a few broken spawners. Most of these came from doing dungeons, I think. Give this a guide, and this just has us make. Apparently, you can make a powered spawner for a wither. Okay, well, does it come? It comes as an empty one. Interesting. So I guess we can soul vial withers in this pack? That must be why, right? Alright, well, for starters, let's make this. Geez, this is going to be... We're going to have to buy a lot of infinity plates, I guess. So the recipe for the powered spawner doesn't click in through JEI, saying that it doesn't like my broken spawners. I'm hoping that that's just a JEI bug, and not that we need dataless broken spawners, because I'm pretty sure we can't craft those. Oopsies. Yeah, we can like change the data in the broken spawner, but I don't think we can craft like a dataless broken spawner. So we have to manually put the bits in. So much work. And I'm sure I'm putting something in the wrong spot. All right, cool. So it works, and it creates an empty powered spawner. Awesome. Does that complete the quest? It does. Give me a chassis. All right. So I guess good thing it's not asking us to make a wither one. So this is now, I got to get some of this thing. All right, I think it comes from this ore here. It's Mosanit, and looks like we can smelt our redstone furnace it for 4. That's about the best we're gonna get. Alloy smelter it for 4, sure. But we can get a lot of, how is this pronounced? Forcesium? Force, I don't know. Green crystals from these ores. Next up, we have to both make a tool that's just like a wrench, and I guess this MFFS extractor, modular force field system extractor, and it converts these gems into the energy system for the mod. The wrench looks like it takes power, but it doesn't go into here, and it won't be charged by my capacitor. So I don't know, maybe it doesn't actually take power, and it just looks like it does. Can it do like standard wrench? Ooh. When you shift right click, it has modes. Fancy. All right, whatever. I'll deal with what exactly it's for later. I'm sure it's just a wrench. Do we actually have... doesn't look like it. There's like that mod that lets you combine wrenches, right? What's it called? It's like the Akashic Tome for books. But if we don't have the one, we usually don't have the other. Oh well. Because at this point, like I have how many total wrenches I have. And store extra money as well. That counts as a wrench. That's a wrench. 3, 4 wrenches. Yeah, it's only 4. Could be worse. I mean, Tory key's kind of a wrench. I have a lot of wrench-like implements, you know? Here we go. Alright, so I've never used this before. Let's see if we can figure out how it works. I think you just put it down. Ooh, that's a fancy UI. Alright, so this looks like an energy bar. Where does this go? That slot? Looks like the only slot it accepts. It doesn't even look like that item. You know what? I'm just going to read the book. Thankfully, the author of the pack has included a nice handy dandy, let's call it a reference sheet. So in this UI, let's see, this is the input slot that we were right. There's upgrade slots. It takes RF and it produces energy in the form of, for cesium energy. And then we need a projector and a capacitor, I guess, are the other parts. The capacitor holds energy and the projector actually produces the force field. Cool. So let's, I guess I'll follow the quest. I'm sure it'll walk me into the next part. Yeah, it walks me into both the capacitor and the projector. Projector. So with all these components, I think we are now ready to set up our entire modular force field system. For now, I'm just going to... I can't even break it with this. What do I break it with? Probably its wrench. For now, I'm just going to set it up like in our base here so that I can understand how it works. Eventually, how do I... Wrench. This is just a not breakable item. Anyways, eventually I'll put it in probably somewhere like down near the bedrock where I'll set up our entire mob farm. I'm displeased. I'm sure the wrench can pick it up somehow. Let me figure this out. So I'm a little stuck. The quest here says Ender IO conduits and capacitors seems to disagree with it. All right, so try using a power cell. I guess that's why it gave me one. But power cell, well, it was full when I placed it down. It's drained a little to charge the conduits I placed there. But like all sides are set to output, and it's not, the machine isn't taking any energy, and like none of these modes do anything to the thing. And it says it wants to be charged, but I can't charge it in anything. Like this is the this isn't the Ender IO charger, right? This is the thermal expansion charger, and it won't charge it. The guidebook is utterly helpless. Like it talks about the machines as 2 very short pages on it, but it doesn't say anything about how it works. It doesn't talk about the wrench. I'm so far not happy with this mod. But I'm going to tinker with it a bit more and hopefully figure out how the heck I give it power. Maybe it needs a redstone signal to be powered. Aha! Oh wait. Well, that's very counterintuitive, but whatever. So now it's turning these crystals into this energy. It's using not a lot of RF to do so. Cool UI. Can you charge my multi-tool? No? Alright, fine. So this mod doesn't use wires or anything, it uses these cards. I assume they're in function pretty similar. Whoopsies, I remove the name. I assume in function they're pretty similar to the RF tools, like multi-block format where multiple cards get linked together. But now I don't know what slot these go in. All right, let's consult the picture. So, no, I got nothing. Power linked to capacitor with MFS's card. Okay. Can charge. I see. So only the... Wait. Place crystals here, the energy buffers here. All right, so I need a capacitor. I assume the capacitor has to go next to it. And I'm going ahead and put this down with the assumption that at some point I can pick these up. You go in here. No, you go in here. Am I like stupid or something? Capacitor. Multi-tools go in there. Wait, how do I... So for one, I'm not sending this stuff to here yet. And for 2, if I put my multi-tool somewhere, it charges it. I'm so lost. So I'm pretty sure the reason the capacitor is not doing anything is because it doesn't have a redstone signal. I might be wrong. Why are you not transmitting your power? I need you to transmit your power to this, but I don't understand how that works. All right, these are all of our options, and none of them seem to be cables. Can't make those. Can't make these. All right, I figured one thing out. When you right-click a a empty card on a capacitor, you get this link. So let's give this a name. Just for now, we'll call it test 2. You right-click this. Please, I don't. There, and it links it, right? It's linked to test 2. Then you can right-click this in a projector, and it links the capacitor to the projector. One would think through the same step you could link an extractor to the capacitor, but extractors don't want to link to cards. So on the off chance that FE here means forge energy and not like the whatever it means here for cesium energy, it's unfortunate that they both ended up on the same acronym. We've tried placing the capacitor here to give it some power. It's on output all sides, but no. They're like an input mode. No. So make sure it's powered by a lever, or make sure it has redstone power, which it does. I think I got it. So to link the capacitor to the extractor, right click the capacitor to link the card and place that in here. Aha, there we go. So that is now sending power from our extractor to our capacitor. I can put our power cell back here. Cool. And that'll continue to power this. So as you can see, we're draining the energy out of the crystal, putting it into this internal buffer, which is getting turned into whatever FE power. And it's powering this. Now, the capacitor is linked to our projector. So we'll call this. By the way, this UI is competing with this for worst UI in the game. Anyways, as everything else, needs a redstone signal to be active, so let's make sure it's powered. And I think I need to put various things in it to define the shape of the force field. Yeah, so focus matrices and strength modules. And then I have options to make it damage mobs. Got it, mostly. Oh, cool. And we can actually charge our multi-tool now. Aha. Now that we've charged our tool, we can pick up these various components, which is good because I was starting to get scared that they were stuck here forever. So let's move this to a more permanent home. Maybe I'm thinking I'll head down to the quarry here, punch this wall out even further, and we'll just continue to build down here. That way we have, plenty of height to build, and we don't have to deal with water. Oh, destruction gadget, how I love thee. Alright, maybe I'll go one more. And that way we should have plenty of room. Where is the center here? Perfect. And in fact, since this is on bedrock, I still don't even have to light it up. So as before, we have the same components. Link the capacitor to the extractor, link the capacitor to the projector, give them all redstone signals. Well, actually, hold on. If I set them to wrench mode, can I just... Let's see. So I don't want you in wrench. I want you in switch mode, I think. Does that turn you on? Power, right. Where is my capacitor? Let me run some power down here too. I don't feel like writing an energy conduit all the way down to here. So for now, I'll just use the wireless system to send power down here. If it turns out we need more power than this down the line, I think this only goes up to 16K a tick. If we need more than that, then I'll just run a conduit. But until then, that should do. And that is linked. Cool. So head back down to here. And this should be charging. Oh, right. I need to set the side to input. I forgot what side I linked it to. Shoot. All right, there we go. So I apparently linked it to the front. So setting the front to input lets us charge. The right side is output, is powering this thing. If this is too slow, there are effectively speed upgrades for it. But let's charge our capacitor, which is coming to here. Cool. So following the quest, I made some of these upgrades. Let's see. So the focus matrix will expand in the XY axis. All right. So let's split these like among these. No, I can't put them in there yet. Maybe before we can specify the size, we have to specify the type. So looks like there's two types: containment or mob killer. Do those two. I guess we need one of each. So containment makes it okay, yeah, one's an option, one's a module, I see. So containment makes it so that entities, projectiles, explosions, yada yada cannot escape, and mob killer makes it deal damage. And in function, this makes it very similar to the RF Tools Forcefield thingy. The containment module looks like it goes here. The option module goes there, but wait, does it? No, it doesn't. Where does this go then? Here? Oh, it goes here in the options. I see. Like the red bordered one goes in the red slot, all right, but the green bordered one doesn't. Anyways, now it took all the X's off there, so I think we can put these in. I'm just going to put all the upgrades that the quest book had me make, and we'll see what type of force field that results in, I guess. So I can turn it on by hitting it with my wrench. My inventory is a disaster. Where's my wrench? I'm noticing the distinct lack of a force field. Well, I have good news and bad news. I took the distance module out, and now the force field turned on. Bad news is now I'm on the wrong side of the force field. Can I teleport through it? Where's my teleportation wand? Alright, let's try. Cool, we can. Nice. So once I'm here, I can turn this off again with my wrench. Alright, so I guess the force field is projected out that side, which makes sense. Let's go ahead and turn it around then. Unfortunately, this wrench I don't think can. Or you know what? Let me try a third-party wrench first to see if it can rotate the the block. Nope. Oh wait, it did something. All right, so it can rotate it. How does it work? I see. It rotates about the axis you click on. All right. This wrench, if I hit it, breaks the block. So I was hoping to avoid that. But now that this is rotated the right way, so this determines how far forward the field is, I guess. So because I want it, at least for now, I want it right in front, I'll leave it without field distance. And you know what? For sake of simplicity, let's set this to redstone mode so I can power it with a lever. And I swear if I don't have a lever in my bag, I really need to get the, oh, I have 58 levers right here. I need to get to Applied Energistics and use the, oh, now it takes it a second to turn off, alright. And use the, like the wireless terminal. I wonder, does it, no, it looks like it uses less power than it consumes. Cool. Can I transport the field upwards by any chance? Also, it's way bigger than I need it to be, right? I just need it to be big enough to hold a wither. So let's smallify it. Cool, and now we can actually see the bounds of it. That's kind of neat. It looks like there are no settings that let it be, transparent to me. Well, maybe there's an option. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Oh well. In any event, it looks like it's using less power than we're generating, so we don't need speed upgrades in here. That's nice. So I guess the next step is, well, this is probably good enough for now for our force field. We can, fit a wither in there. It's a little bit deeper than I need it to be, right? I guess this probably controls depth. So if I do this, it's probably 5 by 5 in each direction. Let's repower it. Yeah, and some of it's under the bedrock because I think the projector starts centered on the face. So I moved the projector up a few blocks, and then I realized if I wanted to shift the field, instead of moving the entire projector, I could have just moved, matrices from the down to the up. So like if I want, say, 2 blocks underneath the matrix to be available, I can just put 2 blocks like this, and that'll shift the entire field up 2 blocks, I believe. Yeah, and now there's enough room to walk under here. Cool. Now I do need a little bit more room in the ceiling, and I want to so I want to dig that out and make sure I don't accidentally dig into water, I think. I need enough room in here to spawn, withers. In fact, I need this room to be big enough to hold the spawner. Before I do anything else, let me try to soul vial a wither and turn this powered spawner into a wither powered spawner, just so I know how much room I need. Because I don't think I can. Can I view? Yeah, I can't view the size of the spawner without having anything in it. I figured let's spawn the wither here in the nether. If it gets free, well, at least it's free in the nether, right? Also because I ran out of soul sand, so I figured if I'm coming to the nether to get the soul sand, I may as well just spawn the wither here. Alright, let's also go a little ways from our portal so we don't accidentally bust it. Maybe could have cleaned my inventory up beforehand, but I don't think that far ahead. Well, the plan is to capture it in a soul vial if we can. Can I do it while it's in the spawning phase? I can. Neat. Alright, so I guess since it's soul vialable, we should be able to turn our powered spawner into a withered spawner. First of all, we have to combine a broken spawner with our soul vial in the soul binder. This will probably take a good minute or so. And then we combine our powered spawner with this, taking 30 levels apparently, so let's get to 30. And now this is a withered spawner. Cool. So it uses a lot of power, unsurprisingly. If I place it here, set it to capture mode just to make sure that we don't accidentally spawn withers when we don't want to. 80,000 RF a tick. So we need a system that can transport 80,000 RF a tick. I mean, that is with the top tier capacitor. Although I see no reason not to use it, right? We don't produce 80,000, do we? How much does our solar panel make? Oh, The other problem is that 80,000 we have to transport, that energy through the, where's our solar panel? Right here. 64, yeah, and that's only during the day. The other problem is that we have to transport 80,000 RF a tick, which we can't do wirelessly. We can only do, 16-ish thousand RF a tick wirelessly. Let's try downgrading it to a basic capacitor then. 8,000. All right. Do I have a double A? No, I don't. All right. For now, let's start with this, and we can tweak it as we go. Cool. I see that the quest here intends for us to use a dimensional transceiver to send energy, which I think caps out at like 200,000 RF a tick. So that can be our long-term solution, but I haven't made one yet. The other thing is the dimensional transceiver, while it is a wireless system, the dimensional transceiver itself needs to be protected by reinforced obsidian. So for now, I'm only going to send energy through the energy node thingy, right? This thing, which does 16,000 a tick. So that one doesn't need a receiver block conveniently. Also, it intends for us to pick up items through a ender hopper, and the ender hopper itself can I believe it can pick items up through the force field, so we can put that on the outside of the force field. So anyways, we still have to make some reinforced obsidian though. So all that's left is to put it together. I guess let's teleport inside and I can place the spawner. I'm pretty sure the spawner needs more room than I've given it to, so I'll have to make some room. So yeah, the spawner looks like it needs a bit more room in all 3 dimensions. So I will, let's see. Yeah, I'll expand the walls in all 3 dimensions. Well, unfortunately, I appear to have dug to the water surface here. Yeah, I'll have to do something about that. Alright, patched up the hole in the roof. So this is as tall as I can make the force field while leaving 2 blocks underneath, for me to walk. And I guess that'll have to suffice. So let me teleport back inside and place our spawner again. We've managed to fit the entire spawning area inside the force field. There's a bit more room if you hit the force field, sometimes it decides to do 7 hearts of damage to you. Anyways, there's a bit more room than needed because I think this shows the area where the feet spawn. So in an ideal world, I'd actually want this to be 2 blocks higher. And I guess that's the only dimension I would like. But 2 blocks higher means I have to build a new roof. So forget that. Hide the range. Let's see. We'll have it be auto without or always active. And I'll turn it off by taking away the energy supply to it. So here goes nothing, I guess. I bind the GPS marker to it, and so we turn it on when we start sending it energy, and we turn it off when we stop sending it energy. So that's a powered spawner, and it should be running. All right, it is. So no matter what, do not hit this switch. That would cause very bad things to happen. A server backup just ran, so that's good news. In fact, let's even teleport in there and take a look at how this is progressing. Almost done. I'm out of here. Strangely enough, it says 3 withers, but I'm pretty sure this is only 1 wither. But he is taking damage, that's good. And let's see what happens when he dies. I expect his drops will fall to the ground. I will set up a chest here to pick it up. Directly underneath that, so here, and we'll put our ender hopper on top of that. If that ender hopper doesn't have enough range, we might need something to help pull the items to the middle. And in fact, it looks like the ender hopper does not quite have enough range. Alright, I'm curious if all the withers fly towards that corner, then we can just put our ender hopper in that corner, right? So we can move this to here. So far, 3 of 3 have flown that way. Oh, I forgot to put the wall around our spawner. I should do that before they grief the spawner. Hold on, I'm gonna go turn it off real quick. So turning off the spawner should be as simple as pulling this. Alright, so let's try that again. So far, every mob has flown over here before it dies, which is convenient. That'll pick up all the loot, and we can afterwards, move it into a drawer system or something. Alright, so that did turn off as expected. We can teleport in and build our cage around it. And I am 1 block short. Whoops. Alright, here I made a handful more. So now the spawner should never get griefed under any circumstance. we can probably safely turn it on again. Spawner, nice. That's not where I wanted to go. Oh, that one flew to the other corner. Oh no, these aren't going anywhere. Alright, so I need something that'll pull the items towards the center to help our collection system out. Alright, so while this item magnet itself doesn't collect items, it does pull stuff towards it. So we can, let's see, let's move our, how did I end up under the world? I meant to use a moving wand, not a teleportation wand, and now I'm stuck in the void. Oh, nope, I'm through. Nope, don't want to be here. Alright, well that was an interesting experience. Let's use the actual moving wand this time. I want to just move the chest. So I can place the chest here, and place this there. And that should still be able to collect the items as they get pulled in towards the center by the item magnet. Cool. So more or less here we have it, our wither farm. It's not the fastest, and I still have to set up the item storage, but that's just moving items into a drawer. It's nice that this produces omega fragments. I was almost at the point where I would make the seeds for them, but oh wait. Oh, okay, hold on. So we can make infinity seeds without doing crop breeding, and we don't need omega seeds if this farm produces enough. Which means we don't have to breed all these stupid seeds. Oh, I'm so happy. Awesome. Anyways, let's wrap up this episode here. I'll do the last couple cleanup tasks, storage and stuff off camera because there's really nothing to see there. But I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.